Boxing faded like around the mid-90s.
Oh.
It started fading towards
Boxing's
then
fading.
you
Boxing
know.
right now is on top of the world from MMA. You're looking at the garbage that they're putting out, the UFC's putting out right now. You think it's on top of boxing right now? Look at the great fighters that are in boxing right now, the young fighters in boxing. Tell me one fighter right now in MMA, and don't give me the crap that you're going to put out there with the Conor McGregor's, Jon Jones. Give me a fighter, an upcoming fighter
Don't
right
do
now.
This with him. He'll come up with somebody.
Upcoming fighter.
Well, let me say a name because you're just going to keep yelling. Tell me. I'll tell you. In my opinion, Shane Vargas. He's fucking up and coming. He's doing his thing.
Shane Vargas. Shane Vargas. Who's he fought? Who's he beaten?
You asked for an up-and-coming name.
Who's he beat?
Now that he comes up with an up-and-coming name, you're going to crap
Who
on him?
has he beat?
He's beating up other people in the same class as him, and he's standing out, and he's dominating.
He's fighting garbage. He's fighting garbage. That's why. Who's he beating?
But everybody in the beginning fights who they have to get to earn the name they have to, get. Like the way Jones had to beat a bunch of people before he started getting his recognition. McGregor had to beat a few people. Anderson Silva just stood out from pride, but the first time that made me really realize how deadly Anderson Silva was when he beat one of my favorite fighters of all time, Chris Labian. He fucking annihilated him, and I just couldn't believe it. So right there, you have to just work your way up, and then once you get those names and you take them out, that's it.
Well,
so you can't really say he's beaten nobody. He's beaten the competition that was equally skilled like him. He just surpassed him that day, and he's moving his way up.
Well, I will say this, and you mentioned Jon Jones. So let's go look at the first 3 fights that Jon Jones had. Okay.
Okay.
Brad Bernard, Carlos Eduardo, who's a good fighter. He was a great fighter.
Yeah.
Anthony Pena, who's another good fighter. Ryan Verrett, who was
another seasoned veteran.
He was a seasoned veteran.
Yes.
So you're looking at those first 4 fights. 3 out of the 4 fights, Jon Jones fought very good fighters. Now you mentioned Vargas, and you bring him up, and that's fine. You think he's an upcoming fight, he's the next big thing, and that's great. Who's he beaten? And that's what I want to see. If I go look at his, I would probably say, and how many fights has he had? 5, 6, 7 fights?
No, I think he's around his 11th fight now.
Okay, so he's 11 fights. I bet you his first 3 or 4 fights, 3 out of the 4 fighters, you probably don't even know who they are, or they're not probably even in MMA anymore.
But that's just about every professional in their career. But here's the thing. And how can you really... You have to fight what's out there.
All right.
You have to fight what's available.
All right.
I mean, do you really think they say, "Oh, I'm looking for the crap fight"? And you're out of your mind if you think when it comes to professional. I'm not talking about amateur. When it comes to professional, sometimes you have to fight and take the opportunity that's presented to you, especially that early in your pro career, because you don't know when the next one's going to happen. Just saying.
All right. So, are you ready? Are you guys ready to lose? Because I'm going to win this week.
We'll pick after us.
I am going to kick your ass this week. And Jeff, bet on my picks, because now I do it. I'm very good at making my football picks. I win every single year with the Worldwide Sports Radio Network. I'm just telling you, and I know MMA. If you don't think I don't know MMA,
now why are you throwing words in my mouth? Did I say that?
All right. So
did I say that? Jeff said it. I didn't. say it.
No, Jeff did not say that.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
That time that you threw a temper tantrum and you were like sitting here like pouting like a little kid that couldn't get a box of cereal at the grocery store.
The top 5 fights. I'll let you make the first pick.
Okay. We're starting from the main all the way down?
Yes.
Main event, I see Gilbert Burns with the upset over Tyrone Woodley.
I got Tyrone Woodley.
He did that.
I got Tyrone Woodley.
There you go, see? There, he agreed with you.
Heavyweight co-main events. Go ahead.
Ivanov.
You got Ivanov?
Yes.
Let me think about Ivanov's last fight. And then let me think of...
I'm going to go with Sake.
I'm going to go with Ivanov.
I'm going to go with Sake. I'm going to take the opposite.
Wait, who's writing this down, brother? Is anyone writing this down saying who got who?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
He said, "Are we writing down the picks to see who's?"
We know. Trust me. We're not going to forget.
No, we won't forget.
We won't forget. Trust me.
Unfortunately, two people that are so unbelievably fond of arguing, we will.
We're not going to forget. Trust me. We're not going to forget. Go ahead. The catch weight.
The catch weight. Billy Quantrillo and Spike Carlisle. I'm going to go Billy.
Billy.
I'm going to go with Billy.
Okay.
Billy.
Lightweight.
Roosevelt Roberts and Brock Weaver.
Brock.
Broke.
It's Brock.
Broke.
It's Brock.
I'm going with
Broke.
Brock too. Brock.
I'm going Roosevelt.
I'm going with Brock.
I'm going with Rock here.
Yeah. Women's
strawweight. Now, this one I know pretty much everybody's going to be keeping their eye on. Mackenzie Dern making her return after her pregnancy against Hannah Cyphers. I'm actually going with Hannah Cyphers on this one.
I'm going with Mackenzie.
I'm going with Mackenzie, too.
Okay. Let's go to the prelim. Hit the prelim.
All right, hold on.
This could be, it's right there. Click on the right side. No, up.
Outside, hold on.
Up, right, down, over. See where it says main? There we go.
Here we go.
There we go.
All right.
Okay. Well, here we go. Long Island favorite. We have Caitlin going against Antonia. This is Valentina's sister. Antonia Semchenko. So Caitlin, who just got done fighting her sister, is now going against Antonia. I'm actually taking Antonia. Antonia is an insanely good striker. Probably might even be better than Valentina from a striking standpoint. And this one, I mean, they didn't do her any favors in bringing her in on this one right after Caitlin went against Valentina. I'm going to go with Antonia on this one.
I'm going with Antonia.
Antonia.
Welterweight, Daniel Rodriguez and Gabe Green. I'm taking Rodriguez. Rodriguez coming off his last win.
I'm going with Rodriguez.
I paused for a second. I was like, Daniel Rodriguez.
I'm going with Rodriguez, too. All right. Light heavyweight. Jamal Hill
against Fares Diableu.
I don't know who that is.
Neither do I. So I'm going with Hill. I'm going with Hill.
I'm going with the Abreu. I'm going with the Abreu.
You're going with Abreu?
I'm going with the Abreu.
I'm going with Hill.
I'm going with I'm going to do the same thing.
You're going with Hill?
Yeah.
So am I. I don't even know who that guy is.
What's really funny is I'm surprised that these three guys are this far down. This is like ultimately the first, second, and third fight of the night. Possibly it'll be on Facebook. Flyweight fight. Tim Elliott versus Brandon Royal making his debut at the UFC. Obviously, I'm going with Tim Elliott, the seasoned veteran. He's fought Mighty Mouse. He went through the Ultimate Fighter TV show, going against all those other champions and such. A real big-time veteran. Unfortunately, his record doesn't show it, but he's battled against a lot of good opponents. Going with Tim Elliott on this one. Errol?
I don't know Brandon Roval, so I'm gonna go with Brandon because I don't know who he is. So I'm gonna take.
You just want to go against me.
I'm gonna take the underdog.
And you just want to go against me.
I'm because
so spiteful.
As far as the prelims, I don't care about prelims.
Don't say that because this could ultimately tip in your favor for winning the whole night.
No, I don't care about this.
Oh, you think you're going to be so far ahead it don't even matter?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm going with Roval.
Bantamweight, Louis Smolka and Casey Keeney. I'm actually going with Casey on this one.
Yeah.
I'll go with Keeney.
I'm going with Casey.
I'm going to go with Casey Keeney too.
And probably the blockbuster Facebook exclusive fight.
Oh yeah,
the featherweight, Chris Gutierrez versus Vince Morales.
I'm going with Gutierrez. I'm going with Gutierrez.
I think that was like
I'm going to go with Morales.
You're going to go with Morales, so.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, man.
Jeff, bet on that one, Jeff.
What's the bet?
Well, hell, I already got $100 on some. I already got $100 on some research over here that
So
freaking paper chase over here has to do later on.
Earlier, you guys were talking about Anderson Silva and Conor McGregor fighting.
Yes.
talking about how, Anderson Silva is hands down one of the greatest. Conor McGregor, he's a fighter. He's not one of the greatest. I'll say he's a fighter. He's a good fighter, not one of the greatest.
I agree.
He knew how to use his mouth to get what he wanted. That's basically what he did. Now, what do you think the outcome of that fight will become between Anderson and this fighter Silva?
Conor McGregor's going to knock him out. Conor McGregor's going to knock him out. Yep.
I think that will be one of the most boringest goddamn fights I've ever seen, where they're going to stand there and make kung fu poses at each other for at least 3 rounds before they start fighting. Or
Conor's going to knock him out.
McGregor already has spoken to Anderson Silva the same way he learned from Mayweather, and they said, let's make some money. Let's push this to a 5-round shit show, pardon my language, where at the end of this, it turns into a sham.
I think Conor's going to knock him out. I think it's not going to go past 2 rounds. Conor's going to knock him out. Anderson Silva's too old. He doesn't have the stamina that he once had, and he's getting into a ring. He's getting into an octagon with a guy that has, and I'll give him credit when credit is due, even though I'm not a big fan of his. He has got a deadly left hand. I don't think Anderson Silva's ever fought a guy that has a very sneaky, hidden left hook. And I think Anderson, because he's older and he's slower, he's going to get caught.
But
and he's going to get tagged.
He's got the crane kick.
No, it's not going to work against Conor.
He's got the crane kick.
It's not going to work. Not maybe 8 or 9 years ago. 8 or 9 years ago, Anderson Silva would have whipped Conor's ass. He would have whipped his ass. But right now, Conor, being that he's the young one, he's 30, 31, and Anderson Silva's about 39, 40, I'm going with Conor.
See, I don't think this fight even happens. I think if a super fight does happen, I think you are more likely to see a fight between McGregor and Masvidal.
I would love to see Masvidal, because I think Masvidal could knock Conor out. I think he's got the power to do it.
The reason why I'd rather see that fight is because I don't want to see Masvidal get a shot at Usman's title. I don't think he deserves it.
He's not going to beat Usman anyways.
I think Leon Edwards does, which unfortunately everybody wants to start with this BMF title crap, that Toys R Us belt. I think ultimately he should stay with these little circus fights with McGregor and make some bank. Because obviously the UFC doesn't care about the rankings or what the hell they're doing in the divisions to crown a deserving champion.
I don't think anybody's going to beat Usman right now. I think he's a great fighter. And we've seen it. You saw what he did against Tyron Woodley. And Tyron Woodley's trying to come back and maybe make a statement that he can maybe get that welterweight championship belt back. It's not going to happen.
Gilbert Burns would be a nice win for him, especially the way Gilbert Burns is performing lately.
No, he's fought very well, Burns.
But he's very under the radar, Gilbert Burns. Obviously, he's the underdog in this fight because of Woodley and Woodley's past achievements, weighing in heavily with that. I think Gilbert Burns has the advantage in this fight.
It's going to be a boring fight.
Maybe. It may be like the lay and pray deal.
It is.
But it's a 5-round lay and pray deal. That's a long 5 rounds. A half hour of just laying and praying. But I think Gilbert Burns, if he does win this fight, it's not going to be by decision. He's going to have to go for the knockout. If it goes to a decision, Woodley's going to take it. So that's just my
Now, the reason I also bring up about Anderson and Conor McGregor is I was training with Anderson Silva back in March. And he actually was moving really nice. And I was shocked how well he was moving for, since he hasn't been doing it as much before.